A very good morning to you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for coming. I have a statement for you which I would like to read. The copies are available and you can later on pick up. After I finish reading the statement to you, you are most welcome to ask any questions. Today is November 27th, 2008. 10 years ago, on this day, I was languishing in a local hospital as a prisoner of conscience. It was the 73rd day since the loss of my freedom, due solely to my long-standing personal and professional association with Dato Sri Anwar Ibrahim, then Deputy Prime Minister and Finance Minister of Malaysia. We were falsely implicated in a fabricated case of having committed a mutual act of sodomy. Such an internment, when driven by ulterior motives, brings a brutal deprivation upon the victim. It acts like a double-edged sword. While one's freedom of movement is taken away by the tormentor, one's conscience suffocates in a dungeon. A point grief sets in once there is awareness that both the body and the conscience have fallen victim to the act of tyranny. That is what distinguishes incarceration out of an actual crime from that emanating from the acts of those who prosecute and persecute innocent others. The tormented memory never fades. My detention by the infamous Malaysian Special Branch taught me how it feels to be forcibly separated from one's wife and children, how it feels to be searched and seized, disallowed to make phone calls, handcuffed, blindfolded, stripped naked, driven in an animal cage, shaven bald, endlessly interrogated, humiliated, drugged, deprived of sleep, physically abused. What it is like to be threatened, blackmailed, hectored by a police lawyer, brutalized to make a totally false confession, hospitalized for a consequent heart ailment, and treated as a psychiatric patient with symptoms of Stockholm Syndrome. Barely surviving on a meager diet of rancid rice and chicken, along with 12 medicines a day, I spent nearly 126 days handcuffed round the clock to my hospital bed, under the watchful eyes of the prison guards. These tragic events completely ruined me and my family. The financial, physical, psychological, and social implications of this calamity reverberate even after a decade of horrific occurrence. Words fail to describe what my family and I are quietly enduring for the last 10 years. In spite of that, our faith in the ultimate victory of justice and truth has not wavered. For the last 10 years, I have sought nothing but justice. The Malaysian judicial system, it is the High Court, the Court of Appeals, the Federal Court, has been repeatedly approached in the hope that justice would be duly provided to me. Unfortunately, my latest request for a review at the Federal Court was dismissed last month. No grounds were handed down. I am advised to apply to the Court of Appeals to set right the injustice perpetrated against me for over a decade. I am innocent. I am innocent of any and all spurious charges brought against me. I committed no crime for which I was tortured and unjustly imprisoned. I want Malaysian judicial system to wake up to the fact that gross injustice was committed against me and others. I want them to realize that injustice is perpetrated the more I continue to be denied my day in the court. My innocence inspires me to persist and persevere in the path of justice, as it is one of the fundamental human rights enshrined in the Constitution of Malaysia. I hope the judicial system in Malaysia would rise to the call of its duty and serve justice without any further delay. In the words of John Rawls, quote, "Justice is the first virtue of social institutions, as truth is of systems of thought." I thank you.